one call. The other call is dying. It's gonna call you, time to leave this train. You're gonna say, hold it. Hold it, hold it, you're gonna go where? You better leave at this station. And you better leave. You have no choice except to leave. So that's why we leave to the grave. And the other call is gonna come, rise. And the last call is going to come, what is it? Organize or join your group. We are going to be classified. And the call, once we rise from the graves, we are mixed. We rise from the graves, and good and bad and all this, all together. When we bury them, we just bury them one to next one another. So the call, rise, and everybody, we will rise from the grave. Then the last call, group yourself. Jump. Put yourself in your group, and you find yourself back saying, you have no choice. Group yourself in your group. What's your group? Everybody has a group in the Day of Judgment. And that group is anything you excel in this life, that's your group. So if you excelled in Salah, you're going to find a group of the excellent in Salah, and you find yourself there. If you excelled in gambling, you find the group. They are the gambling group, and you find yourself, no choice is within that group. So they will be grouped. And then from the grouping, then there will be just walking forward, just like people walking to the counter and to take their paper, to get through customs. Okay, stand in line and go through the customs. What kind of seal? Red, green, go. You have no choice. This is called, and you are automatically answering. You don't have a choice like in this life. In this life, say, Hayya ala salah. I'm going to go to the mall. Hayya ala salah. I get to go for grocery. Hayya ala, a call is coming, but okay, forget about it. Now these calls are, you can't say nothing. You just right away. You have absolutely no freedom to choose or to say anything except to go automatically. And there are some in the land of resurrection. There are some they try to make a mess. They will. There are some they will try to run away, to cross the line, to get to different groups, to go into. There are some, and those guards will come and smash your head. Straight line. That's what they tell. The angels are the guard. You do this or that, they come and tell you straight into your line and hit you hard. Yes, they have no. But there are some will try to make a chaos and mess, and they're going to say, oh well, they have some, or we can run this way or do that way. They will try, and that's what's going to happen. They are going to be just like you are in jail. And what happened? If you try to, what they do?
Guard you.
Yeah, the guard one. Exactly the same way. يَوْمَ يَدْعُوكُمْ. Now, the other ones in Surah Yasin, to complete, the other ones who are not good, when they receive the call, what they say? يَا وَيْلَنَا مَنْ بَعَثَنَا مِنْ مَرْقَدِنَا. They will say, oh to us, who awakened us from our sleep? Because they are in the grave kind of sleep. They will scream and shout loud to everybody to hear them. Ya waylana man ba'athana min marqadina. And then they will hear somebody telling them, هذا ما وعد الرحمن وصدق المرسلون. This is the appointment to meet Ar-Rahman. And they will tell them, messengers were delivering the truth. And you can see it now by your eyes. Can you find those? Surah Yasin?
Yasin, I'm looking for what you're speaking.
It's close to the middle. Or 59. Good? MashaAllah.
And it will be said,
This is verse 59. In
Yeah,
Surah
can read the one
Yasin.
before it.
58. It will be said to them, Salam, peace be upon you.
Those are going to Jannah.
A word from your Rabb, most merciful. And it will be said, O you, the mujrimun, the criminals, descendants of polytheists, get you apart this day from the believers. Did I not command you, Ya Bani Adam, O children of Adam, that you should not worship Shaitan?
No, I think it is before this. Yeah. Before even 58.
وَقِيلَ هَذَا الَّذِي إِن كُنتُمْ تَدَّعُونَ.
صح. But that's after they are answering the call, getting from the grave. Let me see. Okay, here. ونفخ في الصور from here. ونفخ في الصور. The call is going to come through blowing the trumpet. Yeah.
Verse 51, Surah Yasin 36. And the trumpet, the sword, will be blown. The second blowing is what he's speaking about here. And behold, from the graves they will come out quickly to their Rabb, their Lord. They will say, woe to us.
That's what they say.
Who has raised us up from our place of sleep. It will be said to them, this is what Ar-Rahman, the most gracious Allah, had promised, and the messengers spoke the truth. It will be but a single sayha, a shout. So behold, they will all be brought up before Allah Ta'ala.
Another sayha, another just one scream. Tell them, come to accountability. Means go forward to the front desk and get the stamp, whether it is green or red. Come on.
This day, the day of resurrection, none will be wronged in anything, nor will you be requited anything except that which you used to do. Verily, the dwellers of Jannah that day will be busy with joyful things. That goes on.
No, that's okay. So, the call, as I said, two people will answer differently. The one here in this surah, 52, will say, Subhanallah wa bihamdih. Subhana Rabbi al-Azim. A believer will rise from the grave saying, responding to the call of Allah, Subhana Rabbi al-Azim wa bihamdih. And this life, like them, is just like a short period of time. It's gone. Like today, if you ask you, how old are you? 60? Okay. What do you think of your past? It's just like a week. Ramadan is coming. How far Ramadan, last Ramadan? It's just like yesterday. So all this life is going to be just like that. And then they will proceed. But the others, they will rise from the grave saying, woe to us. Because they know what's coming is worse than the grave. Grave is really bad. You think grave is good? If you compare grave to this life, which one is bad, which one is good? This life is full of trouble. You have to work hard, you get sick, you have people bad treating you, you might lose your job. It's really bad. So maybe the grave is bad. Would you like to go and spend a few nights in the grave?
I'll tell you when I die. Okay? When I die.
Anyone would like to go and spend a few nights in the grave?
No.
Huh? Just put you down there, we'll put the concrete and put the dirt for you 3 days, 4 days, and we'll come out. No matter. Your life is here so bad. You are so old, you can't walk. They might put you in jail. You might get sick. You didn't have money to eat. So go relax there for 3 days. No, right? Oh my God. You know these people, when they are called to rise from the grave, yeah, just like you are called to go to the grave. They say, take us back to the grave. We don't want to get up. Because what is next is hellfire. It's really from bad to worse. Unless you are a mu'min. As Allah said, Ashabul Jannati fi busy enjoyment. All of this is just has nothing to do with it. Irrelevant. They don't face any of that.
So,
but the others,
so that's why they are saying that who woke up us from our place of sleeping, even though they know that this is not, they are not asleep. They are not asleep, right?
Right. But I'd say, would you like to go and sleep in the grave for a week? But that day they will say, well, take us back. We were good in asleep in the grave. We don't want to get up. Because it is what is coming is worse. And this is how really life. From, okay, what do you think of your childhood? It was good, right? I wish they take me back. But when you're a child, oh my God, my parents and they got the food and they feel it is so bad. Then when they are grown, everybody think it was the good time. Okay? When they take you to the grave, life is so much better. When they take you from the grave is so much better. Just like your sleep. And this is how it is. Until the end. Either totally Jannah and all problems and obstacles are gone. Or hellfire, as Allah said, which is the worst that you cannot imagine nor tolerate. The worst and eternal and forever. So, what we need to do? Verse number 53. And we're going to start. What we need to do to be from among the good group? Verse 53. That's what you need to do to be saved. And feel you are moving from one bad to another one that's good. For a believer, this life is bad. Grave is good. For the believer, resurrection is better. For a believer, accountability is better. For a believer, Jannah is the best. And so they are going in that route. For sinners and people of shirk, everything is just worse to the worst, which is Jahannam. What we need to do to be among the good ones? 53.
And this is going back to Surah Isra 17.
Right, yes.
And say to my slaves that they should only say those words that are the best. Because Satan verily sows a state of conflict and disagreements among them.
Yeah, read it again and bring the microphone to you and shout. This is the passport. Will take you to Jannah on paved road. No pumps in it. No right or left. This is 53 and listen to it.
And say to my servants, Abdullah, Amatullah, that they should only say those words that are the best. Because Satan verily sows a state of conflict and disagreements among them. Surely Shaitan is to al-insan, the human being, a plain enemy.
We know our deed is three components, right? Our deed consists of three components. One component between you and yourself. Second, between you and Allah. Third, between you and other creatures. That's all our deed. Things you do related to yourself. Things you do related to Allah. Things you do related to all other creatures, especially other human beings. Basically, there are rights on yourself for yourself. There are rights for Allah on you. There are rights for other creatures and other human beings on you. These are three. And if you violate any of these, that is deserved punishment. But as we know, your right on yourself, Allah might forgive you for it. You repent, Allah will accept it. Say, I went to the room and I just drank wine and I just stayed in my room and I didn't do anything, I didn't interact with anybody, so I hurt myself. And I violated the right of myself, and then later I repented. Allah might forgive me, because it did not affect anybody else. If while I am drinking I missed the salah and the siyam, then I violated the right of Allah. Allah also might forgive me. I repent, Allah forgive me. But while I'm drinking, I violated myself, the right of myself, and I missed the salah and all the rights of Allah, and they went outside and did something stupid. Whether is it adultery or killing or abusing or doing something else. Then now I went far. I violated my rights, the right of Allah and the right of others. We say the first two, Allah might forgive you. But once you go to the others, then there is a justice. And the justice you have to pay them. They have to be compensated. How they are going to compensate it? You have to pay them. You have to pay them. What are you going to pay them? The only things you can pay them is your good deed. If you pay them your good deed, you end up with no good deed, you're going to be thrown in hellfire. Now, the verse said, the greatest leading factor to Jahannam is what comes out of your mouth. Because what comes out of your mouth is not for yourself. You never say bad words to yourself. Do you say the son of to myself? Huh? No, you don't. Okay? You didn't say something bad to Allah, but you say bad things to others. All the time. Your mouth and your tongue is like a knife. Cut everybody. Everybody. And most of the time I tell you the truth. Try it. Instead of plugging this headphone into your head, just have a recording machine and plug it here next to your mouth all day until by the Maghrib or by you go into bed, listen to it. You will find more than 90% is bad words, bad talk, something that is hurting everyone else around. More than 90%. And that's what is going to lead to the other way. And that's what Allah said. Listen. قُلْ لِعِبَادِي. You want to be saved? This is what all you need. One thing. Only what you need, one thing. Control this. And the rest of them will be fine. What is it?
And say to my slaves that they should only say those words that are the best.
Now you have an argument. You have somebody said something. Your wife, your husband say some word. You know what to do. You just say them. You return it back or worse, right? No. You don't listen to me. You don't listen either. Okay, and then you move on and on and on. He said this is the road to Jahannam. Exactly. Not only to Jahannam, to hell in this life and Jahannam in the hereafter. It's going to build up and build up and build up. Can't stand you, can tolerate you. I have been doing this, I have been patient worthy. Get out of here. Ya Allah, let's go. Divorce and everybody goes his way. And I go to hell from one door and you go to hell from the other door. And we'll meet there. This is really what is it? Or someone else said something to you that is hurting. What do? You just to prove you are man, you just pay him back. Or not only that, keep backbiting him and pick up all the trash and spread it. All his trash. There are people really, they like just to follow the bad things about others and spread the dirty clothes. You know, the dirty clothes, what do you do with them? You spread them, or you put them in the washer and wash them. Before you spread them, you wash them. But no, really, we all like to, honestly, that's what we do. We try and love to spread the dirty clothes of others, not ourselves. We are pure and clean all the time. We are perfect. But I have a library in my head, and I process it through my tongue about everyone. And he said, Shaitan loves this. Why? Because these are the seed to create what?
Conflict.
Conflict and animosity among you. Start from one word you said. So the solution, wallahi, this is the greatest solution, and it is only one thing. control your tongue. What I mean by control, as Allah said, do not let any word less than excellent to be pronounced. And I guarantee you Jannah here and Jannah in the hereafter. Guaranteed. Do not let any word except excellent to come from your mouth. It is guaranteed for you Jannah here, peace, friendship with everybody, no problem, no conflict, no hatred, no whatsoever, and Jannah in the hereafter. That's the only thing you need to do. وَقُلْ لِعِبَادِي, say that again.
And say to my slaves that they should only say those words that are the best, because Shaitan, Satan, verily sows a state of conflict and disagreements among them.
All conflicts start with one word that is less than ahsan. If it is so bad, it's bad. So, do we want to go to Jannah? Do we want to be saved from all this trouble in this life and the grave and resurrection? Do we want that?
Yes.
Okay, you promise me that you will say only the good words all the time, no matter how much you angry, no matter how much you hate someone. Promise.
There you go for me.
And don't break your promise, because Allah is witness in the masjid. Say only good words to others and about others, and Jannah is guaranteed. Assalamu alaikum. Jazakumullah khair. All right.